Welcome to Mary's Eclectic Interests. Today we will be reupholstering a dining room chair seat. And this has already been reupholstered once, but it did start to tear. And the one problem we're going to have is that my staple gun broke when I was doing the first seat. The first thing on this particular one, I need a Phillips screwdriver. It's not going to be that hard to take them off. Matter of fact, that's probably the simplest thing on this chair to do. All right, so I've taken the chair off, and there you could see there was 4 screws here and 1 here and 1 here. Now this used to be some upholstery samples, some of this stuff. So the first thing I'm going to be doing is taking off all of these staples with my little pry bar. So that you can pull all this out. And that's not going to take too long. The problem is getting it back together because I no longer have a staple gun. Now I bought a new one today, and I managed to get part of the other cushion done, and it just stopped. And I go, okay, so I returned it, and I go, that's enough of that. All right, now I'm saving this, and I'm going to be reusing it. So I'll just place this over here. And it doesn't matter because guess what? Nobody's going to see that. Now this is the second cover I put on here, and you can see how it's just this particle type board. It's not real wood. So it wasn't a real expensive chair. I'm pretty sure I bought it at a garage sale. I have a tendency to go around and go, oh, there's just 2 of them. Perfect for my dining room, because I live in kind of a tiny home, not a really big one. I'm also wondering if I should make new holes when I put this back in, because I think these are getting worn. I did on the other one mark them, and I'm still going to do that here, mainly because I want to make sure my front and back I have the pattern going in the right direction. Okay, here's the second. And you can see how damaged and everything this was. But I left this on. This is the original seat cover. Look at this mess I made. Like I said, this is the one I just did. And I wanted the stripes, this stripe here, this stripe here. And it is pretty similar in coloring as the other one. It has the rose tones. There's a little bit of green, very malted. So it still goes in with the living, or I should say the dining room. And I go, that'll work great. And I also want to mark on the back here. I can tell, where did they go? Here's all of these little, right here. This is the back of the chair. So I'm going to mark it, and I'm going to put my, right here, back and front. So again, this is the back, and this is the front. And I want the stripes on the side. I'm thinking the leaves went, I think it goes this way. I don't think anybody's really going to notice because the pattern is so malted. And there's one little flower here and a little one here, but not really in the same area as the other one. So will anybody notice if I think that's right. Here's the up one. Okay. Okay, here we go. I'm going to flip it. And there. I'm almost thinking I should take this off, but you can tell I don't know if there's water damage or if that's glue or what they put there. Now here's the problem. I can pull this over, but again, I don't have a staple gun. Now I thought it was being really brilliant. I went down and I go, okay, anything with a flat head will do. So I purchased these little flat head not screws, but nails. But these are roofing nails. and even though they're nice and flat up here, they're really fat and they're really big and they're not narrow. And they have little grips on the side. So as I'm trying to put it in, it's not going through the material. It has to be a smooth surface. So that didn't work. My new stapler broke. I dropped my DJI. I did manage to get it to work. I give myself kudos for that one. But it would work better. These weren't so far. Push these in. Push these in a little bit. Maybe that'll be better. I would like to, instead of doing that, what I need that to be, oh look, here's one of these little tacks they used to have a long time ago. Wonder if one of these little tacks would work. That's what I was kind of looking for over at this hard, there. Yeah, yep. I wonder how many of these I have. I have this little container of odds and ends, and there's a mixture of things in there. So let's see what we're going to get. Just get some of the stuff off of me. Let's see if I can find a few more of those, because what's going to happen here is I have to do a little tuck as I go along, like so, because as I'm going along, your material isn't round. So you have to do a little tuck up here, and then you're going through several layers of material. But yeah, this is going to work. Like I always say, plan one doesn't work, plan E, go to another and another and another, and you might find something that works. I still remember when I took that wall, never mind, I won't discuss that. Decided to do a little remodeling. I think it was plan C that finally worked. So I'm going to dump these because I can't really see what's in here. Whoops. And I don't think there's that many of these tacks. But it would be enough. Nice. Where's my little, there's needle nose. And I could hold that in place. Yep, working. And so you have to just keep doing that. And then I'll trim all of this extra material off at the end. Nope, that one has a round. That's not going to work. When you've had my stapler, I think my old one that I had, that was at Stanley. I think I bought that, 2009. It finally decided to break. Don't forget, I don't use it every day. And though, like I said, you can take the old one off. I didn't. For some reason, I thought if I ever went to a little bit more a blander. See, I like bright colors. And most people, when they come into my little abode, they go, "Oh my gosh, you have a blood red wall." Yes, I do. Because I have burgundy carpet. And the one thing about burgundy carpet you should know about, you almost have to vacuum every day because it just shows everything. Well, I'm glad I found these other little nails. This is working out really nice. Yippee. I'm just hoping there's enough to do the whole job. You can see, look at all the pleats that are here. See all of this? I'll be cutting this all off here, and then I'll be putting this back on. Now this doesn't have a pleat. I'm not going to have a pleat in there. So I'm going to just get a couple of nails in here. Then we're going to start pleating again. And it doesn't matter if the nails are right next to each other or one high or one low because the cover is going to take care of that. And that's the other reason I wanted this color. I had another one, but I figured this goes with this just like it did the other one. And where did I get this? Because a friend of mine came over today and she said, "Where'd you get that beautiful material?" And I said, "I have no idea. I've had it for so many years." I said, "I think it might have been," and I don't do material arts per se, but I think for some reason I was told about this one place where they have all this different material, and I mean, just all kinds. I mean, everything you could possibly imagine, and inexpensive because there are little remnants here or remnants there, whatever. And I happened to find quite a bit of stuff, especially this one over here, where it was all the sample pieces. And I really like those, not for sewing, but at that time I was doing book arts and you needed covers. And they made it's heavier material and they make absolutely beautiful book covers. Oh, my little mishmash over here. I still have to put the top on. Okay, now this is done. Now I said I have to trim this all down because look at all this excess I have here. So one of the other things you're going to need is the scissors. I bought this at a thrift store too. Now come on, I just did that whole other one with you and had no problem. So what's your problem? There we go. I think this scissors needs to be sharpened. I might have to go and yeah, it does need to sharpen. The other one, it just went right to town and went straight on through. There we go. So you don't have to sit there and try and get a circle, you just want enough material that you can get around. And then you can trim it that back. Yeah, I'm going to have to get a different pair of scissors. It seems that everything that I'm doing on the second one is not going to work. Since I'm in the kitchen, let's try the kitchen shears. Yep, this works. Works really good, actually. So I'll have to get those scissors sharpened. I do have knife sharpeners. I suppose I could do scissors on there, do you think? Yep, look at how good this works. This scissors hasn't been used really. Okay, there we go. And this is where I'm at now. And here's my front and here's my back. And this is what it looks like here. Now let me see. There's my back. I have my 3 holes. I have my, or I should say 4 holes. I have my holes here. I'm going to line them up with, and I'm going to use these great big, see these? Tacks, and they have a real, so that I can see them. And I want to make sure that they go through into the other one. That's how I'm going to line it up so I get it correctly on the chair. There's one. And that would go into here. And I'm just doing that so that, whoa, did it come off? It did. And that's why I was thinking I should have, I might move where the screws go, because you can see how that's coming out. It is, let's go over here and see if I can do it. There, that one's sticking in. This particle, yeah, and see it's still doing it. It's this particle stuff. And after a while, you have to maneuver and put it in a different place. So I might end up putting the stripes going across in the front and the back. So let's see, is this going to stay here? That's going to stay there. Okay, so I can line this up here and get some tacks in here. Okay. And if you know what this black thing is on the bottom here that I'm using? That is something you purchase if you like to do puzzles. And then you roll up your puzzle and you put it under the bed. Well, guess what? I love doing puzzles, but I never used it. And I have 2 of them. There, this one does not. There it goes. Lift this up. Get this under. Whoops. This is going to move, isn't it? Well, let's see if I can. There we go. And there's my 4. Now, I have to find, I keep going now. Should not be doing that all the time. Here's some of my screws. And where's my Phillips screwdriver? Let's see if I can get it back together with minimal. Here, I can see the hole over here. So you're going to give me a problem, aren't you? Because I cannot get this. There. Let's try a different one. Having a little trouble finding the holes. Yep, I am. So let's see if I can find where these are. There's one. All right, there it goes. Once you find one, usually the others hopefully will line up. Okay. Whoops, get back here. And where is it? There it is. There's the second one. Let's see if I can get these. There it goes. Nope, I cannot. Am I finding that? There. Oh. Oh, that is not lining up with the hole. I can see the hole in the material, but not the hole. Let's try another one. Uh-huh. See if I can find stupid holes. Boy, this is just going to be mean, isn't it? I know. You know what I need? Flashlight. I can see where I'm trying to get them lined up, but they are not lined up. So what's the best thing to do? Take it all out? Or just maybe loosen these up so that I can pull these up? There we go. That works. And it has to go over here. Keep going. So this has to go over here a little bit more. There's one right there. I can see it. If I can get that one in, the others will follow. There we go. But I can see the other one over here now. So that's all you have to do sometimes is loosen up the other one so you can manipulate it a little bit more. And you could here's one. I think this one goes to the other because I had found it on the floor. And this one's just going around and around and around because it's stripped. So what I might do is take that out and put a little glue on it. This one was fine, just that one. Now let's this done. And this one done. Like I said, I had to loosen those so I can maneuver that around. And we are finished. Yay! Whoops, let's not break that. That was an expensive flashlight. There. Okay, the chair is done. That's the end of this show. So thank you for watching Mary's Eclectic Interests. Take care and stay safe.